Where you at, Berto?
Today we're reacting to Chinese male celebrity scene in shambles after bipolar girl drops hookup allegations. Let's get right into the video. This is a very different video than anything I brought to y'all on this channel, but I didn't watch all of it. I saw a little bit of clips of it. I think it's a very interesting situation, so let's get right into it, man. But we're gonna see how these Chinese hoes are giving up their cheeks, man. It's crazy. Come on, let's do it.
Are you bored out of your mind tonight because nobody's relationship is falling apart? Well, I can fix that. No, but really, I didn't expect a piece of news to be this diabolical this early in the year. But evidently, I made the mistake of underestimating the Chinese celebrity scene, because on the 3rd of January, that is 3 fingers deep into the calendar, a Weibo account by the name of I am Ruzi, in which Google Translate insist on translating to I am Rose. So Rose dropped this post. I am 30 now. All the top male celebrities have slept with me. My life is complete. Roses are red,
Sheesh.
violets are blue. It was a boring Saturday until
Admitting
Rose
that
dropped
is
the nuke.
crazy.
Because people were like,
Admitting that is just absolutely insane, and I can't even pronounce admitting. I said admitting. China clapping the thumbnail? Oh yeah, you already know what it is. Chinese clap.
what did you just say? This is clearly a marketing account, right? They're trying to go viral, right? They'll say anything to get some attention. But then she was like, well, this is me and Fan Chengcheng. And the public were like, oh, okay, let her cook. Because, I mean, Fan Chengcheng is definitely a top celebrity. He's an idol, he's a singer, he's a rapper, and he's the younger brother of Fan Bingbing, who I think at this point is like China's Scarlett Johansson. You know what is crazy though? When I was in primary school, she looked like that, and now she still looks like that. Anyway, so she was like in her post, Fan Chengcheng is the only boy I've ever liked during my youth. I was very happy to be his friend for several years. He's a great guy. I love him very much. And then here's a batch of photos of her and Fan Chengcheng on a night out. And from the location, it looks like a karaoke booth, which means there's probably alcohol on the premise, which means, hey, depending on how much you drink and the length of the eye contact you make with him during a song, the evening agenda could expand well beyond just music. Hey baby, after I finish this love song, you
So this nigga is like a Chinese, like, big artist.
can hold my microphone. Meant that one.
Man, these niggas just always get caught lacking, bro. It's like, if this is not your girl, why these niggas always get caught up in a situation where they're just with some side girl and they just got all this photos and and just have all this information to expose that they just clapping them on the side and shit. This is like, these niggas don't learn, man. You need to take their phones, go NDA on them. Like these rappers. But not all these rappers be following. They be getting caught up too.
Alright, I'll move on. Here's a different idol. My lovey-dovey screenshots with this guy, Tan Jianci, another famous actor in which she calls him my snail rice noodle prince. I mean, just look at how cute and personal this nickname is. That means there's history, because the screenshot's like, I found your short sleeve shirt. It is still with me. Implying that he left it at her house during his last visit. You know what I've always found interesting? The beauty of this move right here is just how subtle you can play it, right? Damn, left my belongings behind. Well, now I guess you're gonna have to come get it. Shit, I guess I have to make that trip. But then here comes screenshot 2, and the mood just completely changes. It gets a little spicy. But that's what we're here for. You are rubbish. Well, guess we know what he's into, because look at these responses. You're so good. How am I good? You're just good. Why is it so good? You're drunk. I'm scared I'll be disappointing tonight. That can't happen. Well, if you haven't drank so much, it must be pleasant. Look at that, she's playing a subtle, like, what would be disappointing? And then he sends an emoji of himself and goes, waiting for you to come back. And
These celebrities be corny, bro. Holy shit. This is probably the cringiest DM shit I've ever seen in my life. These celebrities be corny. I could tell y'all a little side story about, I'm not gonna say who it was. One of my, I wouldn't even call her my friend, but one of my homies kind of hooking up with this girl who was like an IG model at the time. And I remember, well, she's still an IG model, but she was just cool. Like when it came to like me, him and her, like we were just like a cool little trio. We'd go watch movies every once in a while. But my dog, he was hooking up with her though. So, you know, it is what it is. But they weren't official. And when I tell you, she had this nigga Quavo, and Quavo from the Migos, yes, the big rap group. This nigga Quavo was looking like the most simpiest nigga I have ever seen in life in her DMs. I was just like, yo, bro, sending her like the corniest, cringiest pictures. Like, I'm not even going into too much detail because it's like I don't have the evidence and it's really just he say, she say. But I saw it with my own 2 eyes, but I don't have that information to show y'all. So it's just like, y'all take my word for it. It's not that deep. But it's like, that showed me like, yo, this is a rapper who's famous. He can have any girl in the world. Why is he acting like this for a girl that I perceive to just kind of just be a regular girl? Like, these niggas are corny, bro. That's why I be trying to tell you, don't be looking up to none of these celebrities or content creators, whatever. Like, all these niggas really just as lame as me and you. They just got money, bro. They just got money. Straight up. Straight up. And I ain't no lame, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's keep it going.
And then they slept together like 2.
So you just like that too, Berto? No, I'm not. Like, bro, y'all seen my story times on my channel. Have I done some simpy shit in my life? Of course. I think that's just a canon event as a nigga. But like, one thing about me, I don't like to feel embarrassed. Now, the feeling of embarrassment, it's not really something that I feel too often nowadays because I'm just pretty confident in how I move. But it wasn't always like that. But my inherent nature is to avoid embarrassment. So there was just certain things that if it sounded too sucker and I'd play it out in my head like, I don't want this on my reputation, or I don't want anybody to be able to walk around and honestly say X, Y, and Z about me. Like, cause that's gonna be embarrassing. I'm not doing it. Straight up. Like, I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm not trying to go outside, bro. I'm being honest.
2 adults, I'm assuming, because in screenshot 3, he's like, let's meet up again, for old time's sake. And she's like, what time will you be home? And bro's just like, I'm already there. Clearly, whatever she's doing has this man literally under a spell. Look at that, huh? And she just has him on like mute notifications. Hey, like, I'm pretty sure bro's putting in some work too. Don't disrespect him like that. But by this point, everybody's like, all right, demon, settle down. Like, there are literally people under the thread just straight up asking, is my idol on the roster? Because she keeps dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. I mean, she is not stopping. Here's me and your favorite idol. Another one. Here's me and your not so favorite idol, Chris Wu's interaction. Hey, remember Chris Wu? Had a great run until, you know, he ruined it for himself.
Holy shit.
Doesn't look drop to me. But I think this one is my personal favorite out of all the ones I've read. Because she's like telling this story where Chris Wu kept asking her out for drinks and she's just like, well, I keep refusing because I wanted to go back to my hometown, but then I couldn't refuse it anymore, so I went. I like how Chris Wu's Riz is just like, keep asking, who knows? Maybe this time she will say yes. And it worked. But then if you think that's the worst part, dude, read this. She's like, well, I don't think he's a bad person, per se. Like, he'd give me water, he'd wipe my ass, and even French kiss.
What? He'd wipe her ass? Again, what? Yo, real quick, before we get back into the video, I know you guys usually skip these type of ads, but give me 1 second. My guys over at Free Cash are sponsoring this video, and if you like money, I think you'd like to stick around. Free Cash is an application where you can earn free money just for playing games. It is 100% free to sign up using the QR code on the screen or the link in my description. Only thing that you're gonna need is an email or a password. And the games on this platform are actually fun, and all you have to do is complete basic missions and very simple tasks to reach the requirements to actually get paid. And as soon as you do that, they credit your account right away with real money that you can use in the real world. I'm talking about gift cards, PayPal, however you need to get your funds, they got it. And something that I've been seeing a little bit y'all talking about is like, oh, they're collecting my data. Listen, they only track your progress so they know when to pay you. And let me break down exactly why they're paying you free cash in the first place. The games that are on these platforms are trying to get exposure. So the games pay free cash to pay you guys to play the games. If you really think about it, it's just business. It's a win-win situation. These games get more people onto their platform playing their games, and you get a little bit of extra chicken in your pockets. And I've had so many of you guys reach out to me already saying that you've made $5 to $10 just playing games that you would be playing for free anyway. And I know $5 to $10 isn't like life-changing money, but it's free money to play games on your phone. And the crazy part is I've actually had people tell me that they've had crazy payouts like $500, one even $1,000. I'm not saying to quit your day job, but the fact that that's even possible, I mean, bro, it's free. So if you ask me, there's really nothing to lose, just everything to gain, honestly, if you like playing games on your free time. So click the link in my description or try the QR code on my screen to sign up for free, and you'll even get a $5 bonus using my stuff. I love y'all. Where you at, family? Let's get right back into the video.
Where you at, Berto?
These niggas are weird, bro.
Kiss me, I'm sorry, what? Like, that is the translation, by the way. He'd give her water, wipe her ass, and then French kiss her in that order, as if it's like ranked. How does that even work? Like, oh yeah, if he gives me water, I'll let him me, but if he wipes my ass, maybe I'll date him a bit to see how things go, but oh my god, if he French kisses me, here's a keeper. I said I wanted to go home, brackets, but with such a handsome face, I couldn't resist, close bracket. I fell for him. Oh my god, sis fell for the oldest trick in the book. And he even invited me and his mother to dinner, and after dinner it rained and he walked me home under an umbrella, saying, "You're the prettiest girl I've ever met with no makeup." Aww. Even though you got cosmetic surgery. Damn it was going so well. You know, the funniest part about this post, besides how believable it is that somewhere there is a Chris Wu fan going, "Oh, bro's got Riz." Another one. Here's me at everyone's actual favorite innocent idol, Luhan's house.
The only thing that's crazy about this, though, which in this case, I'm going to take it on the chin and say that it's not AI, but with how good AI is getting, it makes stuff like this like less believable. But then again, we've seen video vixens, American video vixens, expose hella rappers and actors all the time for sleeping with them on the side, taking pictures with them in bed just like this. So I'm not going to sign it off as not legit, but AI has definitely ruined the whole receipt game.
Lying in bed, together. Hey, I'm pretty sure by this point everyone's like, please stop, please stop, please stop. But she just started blasting. That's us holding hands. And then netizens were like, oh, the evidence lines up. He does have that hoodie. That's my feet on his leg. Fans are like, that's my will to live. She even has this one post where she's like, this is the best steamed buns place underneath his building, and I'll always protect you, Luhan. Wow. So then literally moments after the pictures were released, netizens started to get a little concerned for Luhan's ex-girlfriend, Guan Xiaotong, who's like another famous actress, because first of all, he has been with Guan Xiaotong since she was 19 years old, and then they broke up when she was like 27. Okay, that's a really long time to be dating, even not by celebrity standards. And people just weren't sure if she's like, you know, really moved on from him. But secondly, to make things worse, somebody matched the time period they think these photos were taken by Ruzi, and it looked like the time frame was between when Luhan and Guan Xiaotong was dating. Because this sweater that he was wearing in the Ruzi leaks sponsored him back in 2021. He began the relationship with Guan Xiaotong in 2017, and they broke up in 2024. Just saying, at this point, she's just doing this for the
Damn, a nigga can't wear the same hoodie twice, though?
of the game. So then, after more and more insider screenshots and intimate moments were leaked regarding other A-listers about early morning the next day, everybody's Weibo blow up, and we get a generational Weibo trending topics lineup. Or should I just say, at this point, it's her alleged roster just made onto the today's trendings list, where every male A-lister mentioned were posting a statement denying the hookup allegations. And if we work our way from the top, look at number 2, that's Luhan right there. And then the down bad guy was Tan Jianci, he was number 4. Now, number 7, Qu Chuxiao is stingy, made it on as a hot topic because there was this one screenshot where she was asking this actor, Qu Chuxiao, to buy her some milk tea. And this man was caught responding with, "Are you okay?" And then he just blocks her. So then some netizens were like, alright, note to self, don't get into a situationship with this guy. You won't even get a milk tea out of him, let alone a commitment. And then other celebrities like Fan Chengcheng, Lin Gengxin, Huang Minghao, pretty much, you know, as the wizard herself declares, the entire top echelon of Chinese male celebrities were all making statements defending their reputations, denying the allegations. But before you make your judgment on what side is trustworthy, allow me to provide you some context on the diva herself that caused the PR panic. 私小弟. Well, you know what? One thing I learned is that we all love a diva, especially if she's bilingual. Oh my god. If you ever want to feel more Chinese or Italian or any other 13 languages, today's sponsor LingoPie is able to teach.
Damn, I didn't smell that sponsor, I'm not gonna lie. They got my stupid ass.
Yearly plan with LingoPie. A beauty blogger with most of her early content focusing on showcasing her looks, but then she's not really known for that. She's known for something else, which is the infamous track record she has built over the years where she's leaked a large number of private chat logs exposing the infidelity of various top male actors in
Oh, she's legit, bro. She's legit. One thing, you know what is crazy? These celebrities will get caught up with the same girl. Like the girl is literally known for exposing other celebrities. And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hook up with her. She's the one I want. All these different girls out in the world, These niggas always pick the girl that is literally known for exposing y'all niggas. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand these niggas, bro.
Entertainment. And when it's not infidelity, it is usually revenge. Like in this guy's case, Li Yundi, the pianist, where he allegedly took her to Rosewood Hotel, gave her a bunch of sleeping pills, committed some kind of unknown despicable act, and then proceeds to block her. You know what, you're right, Xiaodi, on this one. If that really did happen, what kind of operation is this, great pianist? She was even invited on this behind-the-scenes talk show once called Sis Tell Me. And that show is a show that is oriented around sharing the private details of high-profile figures without specifically name-dropping them. And that show was also cancelled because some celebrities weren't too happy about the contents being discussed. Which means, in my opinion, if after all that, she's still trying to tell me some drama, you know she's onto something again. Now, the first thing I want to draw your attention to is what the netizens decided to name this entire saga. And I'm not talking about something mild like the Great Hookup Scandal or the One Night Stand incident of C Entertainment. No. They went with Khan's Grand Military Review. Because, you know, she's like on her phone just calling out name after name after name like it's a roll call to amass her generals before the Imperial City gets attacked or something.
You found the Hun army.
Oh
Which,
God.
I guess, you know, that could work. Like, you know, Luhan, you attack from the front. Tan Jianci, you'll come from the rear. Now, the first one to respond to the scandal, surprisingly, is Chengcheng, you know, the karaoke guy, whose studio drafted up a response at 3 AM in the morning, in which the allegations were denied. Now, Chengcheng's PR team claimed the two had never met alone, but there was this one time where in a group gathering, they nodded to each other out of social etiquette. But then Xiaodi, which is Rosie,
you know he was fucking her.
secretly photographed them, violating their privacy and repeatedly posted.
If they were to just deny it outright, I'd be like, okay. But then again, it's like, you can't even do that. She had pictures.
To them on social media platforms with suggestive captions, misleading the public. At the same time, Chengcheng also posted this TikTok as a response with a few barfing emojis and a hashtag I don't talk to strangers. Ouch. And they say the worst you can say is no. You know what though, this might be the only thirst trap I've ever seen made just to deter someone away from you. You know, from the interactions I see.
Oh my God, how are these guys famous? I'm hating, but holy shit, that was cringe.
Here, you know, in these clips, it doesn't look like, I mean, it does look like the videos were taken from a distance. It's giving the, look who I'm hanging out with, but I don't really know him that well, so I don't want him to judge me or if I'm off his presence, I'll record this in secret type of vibe. You know, so I think, in Chengcheng's case, they could just be friends. But on the contrary, Mr. Down Bad here, the why is it so good guy, is not beating the allegations. Right? We just read this series of conversation as a group. You cannot tell me that these are platonic. On no planets in the universe where saying the sentence, why is it so good, is not sus. Okay? But then the idol himself does release a statement indicating that it was false information and, you know, they'll be taking legal actions to protect their rights, blah, blah, blah. But then I believe the evidence suggests otherwise. Because the shirt that he left in her apartment, you know, he actually has it. The emoji he used when he responded to Ruzi in one of the previous chats we read, he said it himself in a reality TV show once that that's the emoji he likes to use. And then there's this one time where he told Ruzi that he's gonna be in Ningbo and he was actually in Ningbo for a vlog. But you know what? I've got the best evidence possible. That came to me because his other alleged situationship, Lu Yinor, also got really upset over Ruzi. That she literally started rage posting one day after the allegations were leaked, and she was like, you know what, Tan Jianci, the gift that you gave me, I don't want it if you've given it to others as well. Now, she also includes a picture of a wardrobe, right? That the detectives have confirmed the shirts inside does belong to Tan Jianci. So it's as if she's saying, if you're going to be giving shirts out to everybody, like, hey, I don't appreciate that type of behavior. And then the other photos is just her looking top condition. But then what's more interesting is that 3 days later after this post was made, she announced that there was something, but now they're breaking up. And this part here, where she makes a statement that she doesn't want to be seen as the same kind of girls who was previously exposed, which I think is kind of like a translation error. It's more like the kind of girls who usually gets exposed. Let me explain. Now, what she basically means here is the classic side chick drama you always see getting leaked in entertainment. And she doesn't want to be seen as that, you know, side piece, more as a main girlfriend. That's the point. Hey, can't tell me this came out of nowhere, right? So then someone commented under her post, so the situation with Xiaodi, is it real? Because, like, I mean, judging by your reaction, it's a bit of an overkill if it's all fake, right? And to that, she replies with, I don't know. I just saw that trending topic and got a bit upset. Which makes perfect sense to me. Situationship X discovers situationship Y on a graph that's meant to be parallel. You know what though? At least Rosie's having fun. But so far, the idol that I think have suffered the most PR damage from this whole outrage is none other than this post right here, where Rosie added an A-lister called Zhou Qi, and she was just going full out. Like, I don't want to say too much now, but I need a reasonable explanation. I'm not just some random dog you bought, am I? Actually, no, you've been the worst to me. And I bet it's not even in a good way, like, you're the worst. No, it's more like a, you're the worst. Like, you know, that's the tone she's probably complaining in. By the way, I want to add quickly that she actually added the wrong Zhou Qi as well. She added this guy, right? Also named Zhou Qi. Except literally it's just some random guy, and he went viral because people were like, oh, he's a little different compared to the other guys that you usually go for. What's going on? But anyways, back to the real Zhou Qi. The whole story is that on the 4th of January, paparazzi captured this footage. And along with this one, a few days later, just outside Zhou Qi's apartment.
And is that the girl making the accusation?
Girl in those footages is not Rosie. It's confirmed to be this girl, Xiang Hanzhi, okay, a fellow actress. And they even got an award together, and during the ceremony, she's like looking at him so proudly, and she's looking back, you know, they look really sweet together. So people were like, oh, that looks like something's going on. Something must be going on, right? But then this was all just public speculation, nothing was certain until this clip was released. I mean, they're literally going home together at like midnight. They're together. So then, right, Si Xiaodi, Rosie, saw this paparazzi footage, right, of this girl on the 4th. So then she naturally goes to confront Zhou Qi about it, and this is what she says. Did you lie to me? You and this girl, you guys are clearly together. Why are you still looking for me then? Do you think I'm easy? Am I an easy person to bully? I pay more attention to you. And Zhou Qi just didn't reply. So then Rosie's like, alright, guess I'll ruin it for the both of you, and release their intimate chats for payback. Because in those screenshots, Zhou Qi and Rosie were seen talking about marriage, they were talking about relationships, and there was even this screenshot where Zhou Qi booked her this hotel for his birthday for 399 yuan per night, which I think is price for one, sleep for two. But all of that is nothing compared to the real ace card Rosie is playing here, and that is the element of time. Because these clips, right, where Zhou Qi was seen with this girl outside his apartment,
She has some nerve though, doing all this complaining about her niggas sleeping with other hoes. But it's like, bitch, you look like you was fucking every Chinese superstar out there. How you had time for everybody?
although they were leaked on the 4th of January, they were actually taken by paparazzi on December 17th.
Appreciate the follow.
And on December 19th, he was talking with Rosie. So it's pretty clear that these two existed in the same time period. So then Zhou Qi posts a response where he's like denying the allegations, saying he didn't cheat, he didn't play around. What Miss Rosie is saying is complete false, but he did not address the hotel rumors. He didn't address his relationship with this apartment girl. He didn't even address the screenshots leaked by Rosie. So then the apartment girl updates her relationship status to single. And people were like, this is the record. The fastest breakup in Chinese entertainment history. From the alleged relationship leak that happened on the 4th and the breakup announcement on the 5th, that's 24 hours thanks to Rosie. Rosie just has that dog in her. She's like, if I can't win, nobody wins. But so far, the drama is still ongoing, and at the time of the video, no formal charges were pressed by any of these idols allegedly due to rumors online claiming that Si Xiaodi is mentally unwell, possibly bipolar. And the only person who has not made an official statement denying the allegations is Chris Wu. And as for Luhan, the allegations were denied by his PR team, but there is no evidence that these pictures were AI generated. So the validity of the screenshots didn't happen is the official standpoint, but everybody kind of knows it's most likely true. There's been accounts on X popping up claiming to be her, but she's personally confirmed it to be false. She only has Rentno, TikTok, Instagram, and Weibo. But for now, we'll let the news cook until things get spicier or debunked. See you next time.
Word, 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 man. These Asian hoes giving up these cheeks just like these American ones. Damn shame.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.